Well, there's no rain that's going to stop this guy from talking to me. Coach Kelly Nicholson here on the Nicholson Report. As always, Kevin Fitzgerald here with you on Firebridge Pregame Extra. Hey, Coach, you got on a torrid offensive pace right now. You have 37 runs in your last 4 days. Obviously, the game against Harwich yesterday canceled, rained out, moved to tomorrow, so you have Hyannis here at Eldridge today. But you got to love right now the way this offense is clicking. Obviously, the beginning of the year, a little bit difficult to score some runs early on, but you guys' bats are on fire right now. The power's coming around. Everybody seemingly is contributing in this lineup right now. I mean, you got to love it.
Well, absolutely. You know, anytime you can put up double-digit runs in this league and in back-to-back games, and it's big. And you got to again tip your cap to Benny Craig and the work that he has done with the hitters. They were out. They were watching video yesterday. They're out early today, and I think if they continue to follow that process that Benny has them believing in, and getting in their extra work every day and continuing to work on the stuff that he has them working on, you're going to see good results. So it's a big credit to our players that they get out here and work early. They were working in the rain and watching video, and it's a big credit to Benny Craig for the work he's done with these hitters so far this summer.
Exactly. You beat me to the point. You got to bring up Benny now, because it seems every time we talk to any of these guys after a big day, they say, "Listen, it's been Benny. He's been working so much with us." Saw him a couple days ago before the Wareham game. Guys were out early here at Eldridge before taking the bus down there, going over some extra hitting practices. Talk about the impact that he has right now with this team. Everybody is pointing to Benny that he's on the ball right now. He's got his work going. That must be awesome right now.
It is awesome. Yeah, I've been around a lot of really, really good hitting coaches, and Benny is one of those really, really good hitting coaches. He's passionate about it. He studies video. He reads. He analyzes video, and he has a great way of communicating with these young guys. And he's a very likable, and like I said, he's passionate, and they love working with Benny Craig. And I think I said it at our picnic the other day. I think he needs to present his information nationally. That's how much respect and how much I believe in what he's doing with hitters.
Benny Craig about to go national. Watch out for my corner, Coach Nicholson here.
Let's hope so.
Now, we're going to talk about PK Kitamura right now. It's just he's tearing the cover off the ball. He's driving your runs after a couple games in the early goings. It took him a while to come around it, but man, he is the biggest contributor right now, leading the team in hitting. And a guy that, hey, maybe you wouldn't expect the most out of. We were talking with a scout from the Arizona Diamondbacks a couple days ago, and he said PK's game is just smooth.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's going great for PK right now.
Yes, it is. And PK, had a big year in Hawaii. He is a Hall of Fame kid. He's just a very, very good baseball player. He's really good defensively. He's great situationally. Right now he's hitting for average. He goes the other way with the ball very well. So yeah, we're very fortunate to have a kid like PK. He came on a 10. Gomez signed. Got drafted and signed. We immediately gave him a full contract. So PK will be with us all summer, and we're lucky to have him on our ball club.
Yeah, certainly hopes are 350 batting average right now early on in the season. Now, talk about College World Series is over. Maybe some roster moves coming. We just saw Arizona win it a couple days ago. Now, Coach Brown was saying you want to keep this roster down to about 27 or 28 guys. I mean, what would be some of the move that you would have, I guess, early on during the season as you have guys, a lot of pitchers coming back, Ferris, Matt True coming back from Arizona, Derek Tovan from Kent State coming back. So talk about maybe some of these roster moves you have to make now, about 10 games into the season.
Well, we've got some tough moves to make. We can carry up to 30. I don't think we want to keep 30. When Derek and Fick and Jake Wise and those two arms from Arizona get here, we're going to have to make some moves, because we can't carry more than 30. But we had a meeting last night after our game got canceled, and we sat in the clubhouse and probably talked for a good hour on what we were going to do and how many we wanted to keep and who was going to be where and who's going to be in what role. And the nice thing about this ball club right now is we have some guys that are versatile. Toad Vine's a middle guy that can play the outfield. JT Riddle can play the outfield. Gragnani can play the infield and the outfield. Even a guy like Conrad Gregor, the big panda, can run around there in the outfield. So we have some options, which is nice, But so it's going to be a tough decision, but it's going to be a good decision to have to make, and we're not going to make it until we absolutely have to.
Yeah.
So.
It's Coach Nicholson joining me, Kevin Fitzgerald. He just gave us the nickname of the year, the Big Pen, and we're calling Conrad from now on, apparently. But again, so like you said, this pitching staff, not just the bats going right now, the pitching staff has been tremendous. 21 straight scoreless innings. You gotta love it. And knock on wood, there you go. Perfect idea there. Some of the arms that we do have coming back, you have Brendan McNitt from Stony Brook has been activated recently. You just mentioned it before. Troop, you have Ferris, another starter coming up from Arizona. You might have maybe like 6 or 7 guys in the starting rotation as of that time. So is anybody going to maybe move into the bullpen? Do you have any comment on how you would shape the pitching rotation?
Well, that's a good question, and I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. You know, things have been going pretty well right now, and there's really no reason right now to mix things up. I think we want to get the 6 best guys, the 6 best starters in our rotation, and whoever that turns out to be, it turns out to be. You know, Karsten Whitson, who was a first rounder in 2010 from the University of Florida, just got here yesterday and jumped off the plane and the bus and threw a bullpen, and you can see why he's a first rounder. He only threw 30 innings this year at Florida, but you know, we're going to break him in slowly. But hey, I think ideally you want a kid like Carson in your rotation. So we'll just see what, you know, we'll see what pans out and get guys in the right roles, and hopefully they'll accept those roles, and we'll, you know, try to make a run for it.
Exactly. The pitching staff can only get better with the arms that are coming up right now. And on the mound today against Hyannis, you have Kyle Hunter. Had a great start his last time out about a week ago today. I think that 21 scoreless inning streak going to keep going, I guess, hopefully today.
Well, probably not. Now that you just mentioned that the streak is, we have one, so they'll probably score a run in the first inning. That's the way baseball goes, right? But hey, again, Robert Woodard has done an unbelievable job with the pitching staff. I think his work ethic and his organization and his attention to detail has completely rubbed off on our pitching staff. He is one of those young, rising stars in the coaching ranks. I've told Robert this. He reminds me of a young John Savage. He is really, really good. He's going to be a guy that's going to get a job and going to become a head guy and hire a good staff. And you're going to see him in Omaha with his own team in the near future. You know, so we're really lucky to have Robert. He does a great job, and our guys have done a really good job. You know, with their bullpens and their conditioning and accepting their roles, and so far so good.
Yeah, well, I'm a jinx. Hopefully he is not. It's Coach Kelly Nicholson here on the Nicholson Report. Coach, thanks for stopping by.
You bet, anytime. Good to see you, Kelly.
Back to more Fibers pregame on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.